Hey everybody, and welcome back to Investment Honey, where we talk about various crypto projects. Before we begin, I want to let you know that I'm not your financial advisor. I do not provide financial advice on the channel, and I don't even encourage you to invest. But what I am going to do is share with you my own personal opinion and views on the projects discussed on the channel. So we're looking at Rex as part of my video series. Where I try to go ahead and do daily videos, on this project because it is such a wide and expansive project with a lot of things going on. So just trying to keep you in the know, just from my own lens in regards to this project. So we'll take a look at the chart real quick. So we can see that they're currently sitting at a $4.7 million market cap. Not really sure what the market cap was when this launched. I think it was under 300,000. But either way, we have continued to see, just highs and lows. But either way, even with the dips, it continues to be a very bullish chart with an upward trajectory. I think at one point today I did see it hit like 5.3 or 5.4 million. We've seen some consolidations, which we always want to see on any chart because that is indicative of a healthy chart, buys and sells. But again, it continues to look like the chart is just heading upwards. So, and that's certainly, very good because this project has not been listed anywhere yet. Not on CMC or on CoinGecko either. So what I'm saying in terms of not being listed anywhere yet, that is what I'm referring to, because that tends to be the big question for a lot of projects. Is when are you going to get listed on CoinMarketCap and when are you going to get listed on CoinGecko? So in regards to this project, they have not been listed there yet. I do understand, at least my understanding is that it's coming, at some point, but there's been, no timeline because obviously, when it comes to CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, nobody really knows when when a project's going to get listed. But I think when you consider, everything going on, with this project, the activity in the community, the activity on the chart, from a lot of other projects I've seen, they've met, they've met the barrier to go ahead and be able to get listed. So, I personally have no doubt that they will get listed. It's just a matter of time. But even without them being listed, there's been a lot of activity, a lot of price action on the chart, and it's been positive price action. So, yeah, I imagine that CMC and CG, are going to come at some point. We just don't know when yet. As always, in the Telegram, you will find a lot of references to the white paper. There's a lot of detailed information, in the white paper. I know it looks different on my screen right now, but I don't know, it could be just a browser thing. But either way, there is a ton of information, useful information, for people to take advantage of and, just make themselves more informed about, in the white paper. As always on this channel, we're making sure, that one of the central pieces here is to make sure that you are getting informed, and that starts with going through the white paper. It doesn't take long to get through this white paper, but in my personal opinion, I think you kind of need to go through it more than one time, as I have, and I'm continuing to go through the white paper just to make sure that I have a better and better understanding of the details in it. Now, with that said, we're back at my dashboard here on the main Rex website. I'm going to go ahead and open up, see what we got going on. So we've got some referral BUSD and some referral claimable Rex tokens. Now, if you claim these, you'd be claiming them liquid, so that's the thing that I'm even looking to get more clarification on, because I don't want to claim any of my claimable Rex, if I'm going to claim it as liquid. And quite personally, wanting to stay eligible, for the BPDs, I don't want anything to be stated here as liquid, because if you claim, if you do anything liquid, then you do risk ineligibility, for the BPDs. So a lot of questions in regards to the big paydays. The main thing is, when you go ahead and you participate in the auction, you get your tokens, you can stake in the next Rex day, and then as long as you are staking them, for 222 days or more, then you are eligible, your wallet is eligible for the BPDs. But anything that's claimed liquid, then all of a sudden you're ineligible, and that's my understanding. So I want to go ahead and put that out there. and I'll continue to reiterate that unless I'm told differently. So we can see here I've got 0 of the liquid Rex, 326,000 staked Rex, and I've got my 5 MREX. I've picked up a T-Rex, and I've got some BUSD that I'll go ahead and I will be putting into the auction since I have not contributed yet today. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that live on camera. So not really anything else that I really want to mention on this page other than, right now current T-Rex price is 525. There's 569 that's been purchased, so once it gets to 600, then this will move up to 530. And then these are the numbers here, for liquidity, of Rex. So let's see here. If we go, well, we'll see if this is going to play nice. Doesn't always. Sometimes I have to refresh it. But we see that today's auction is going to end at 1 p.m. Eastern. We got just over 11 hours left on day 4. Current auction stats, so we're looking at 379,000 contributed so far today. The pool is 89,870, and this number will decrease by 130,000 Rex, I believe, every day from here on out. So remember, we started at 200 million, then we went down to 140 million, then to 90 million, and now we are at 89,870. So currently you're getting 236 Rex per USD, and we've had 549 participants. So let's see here. If you are going to participate in an auction, gives you your BUSD balance right here. And then you can enter a referrer address. All you got to do, as someone watching this video, is just click on the link in the description. That's a bit.ly link, and it'll take you straight to the Rex page. You don't have to do anything. It should already, give you the 10%, and I would get 10% as well. Or if you want to go ahead and use a random referrer, you can always click this, and it'll go ahead and populate, a random address, in here, somebody that is a, Rex holder or connected to a Rex wallet, and so that they get 10%, you get 10%. So if you don't want to use my link, use somebody's link, because either way, 10% is a lot of tokens to give up, for no reason, So they're giving you free tokens. All you got to do is just use a link. So, yeah, again, my link is in the description for you. So. And we see that my participation today is 0. Currently receiving Rex 2387. And let's see, I've got a referred amount here at $10. So let's see here. I guess let me make sure. I'll go ahead and I'll just throw in. There we go. Oops. And let's see here. I do have a refer address. I'll go ahead and I'll pause the video real quick and I'll stick that in. Okay, so just pause that real quick, and then went ahead and added that refer address. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that, and we'll click the send button. We'll confirm it, and it should give me a successful transaction here very soon. So we'll wait for that to go ahead and populate. So we'll close that. So it's showing that, all right, I've gone ahead and I've made my contribution. Now because, of the, between the refer and the T-Rex, I believe, well, I don't know if it's because of the T-Rex. No, the T-Rex wouldn't matter in this instance, just because that matters when you go ahead and you stake. But yeah, the booster tokens that I have is the reason why putting in, 300, does go ahead and give me that 360 in addition, to the referred amount, the referral that I have as well. So I think, but if I'm wrong, I'll go ahead and I'll correct that in another video. But either way, the booster tokens, my point is that between the booster tokens, and the referrals, they do help in terms of acquiring, additional contributions and thus getting additional Rex tokens. So you can see in my past auctions, what the contributions have looked like, and because there are so many days, my thought process is you never really want to go, super duper heavy, because there are so many days. Now, at some point, I'll probably go ahead and do, more than what I'm doing now. I'll probably have a heavier day just because you do want to get that BUSD in. That way, if you get hit with a big payday, you know, and let's say you get hit, you know, multiple times, you want to have maybe a larger amount in there to reap the benefit of that. So, because we're all looking to ROI, you know, on our contributions in Rex. So yeah, and you can see what the pools look like. The last pool for day 3. Now, I know in my last video I was wondering, like, you know, I wish I could have seen, you know, what day 2 was, and it wasn't dawning on me that I could have just gone ahead and gone to see the past auctions to see that. So, but here in day 1, you know, we thought this was massive at 976, you know, and it was. But for day 3, we eclipsed that, you know, at 981. So are we actually going to see $1 million BUSD pool day? Maybe, I don't know, be pretty cool. But here we had 1431 contributors or participants on that day 1. And here we actually had less than that. And more put into the pool, which is kind of bananas, you know, to me. So, so yeah. But either way, you can see, you know, what the contributed, you know, amounts have been, and so I'll continue to make, you know, contributions, just because obviously at the end of the day, you want to try to acquire, you know, as many shares and tokens as possible, you know, because we, you know, when you look at the amount of staking that's taking place, people staking irrevocably and trying to go ahead and take advantage of those BPDs, you're locking up the tokens. And so locking up the tokens, there is something about that, you know, obviously that's a benefit because the price action, and, you know, and even seeing what's going on with the chart, you know, the price is going up, you know, so, and that is helpful because people aren't releasing those tokens, you know, so all those things do lead to a positive price impact, you know, on a token project. So yeah, and since this is early, you know, we just see a lot of positive things going on in regards to this project. Now, moving over to the staking here, one thing I wanted to show you was that here you can see I had 3 stakes, you know, but they didn't have the T-Rex. And here, having the T-Rex, you can see it shows that it's green, and it indicates that the stake has been created with a T-Rex and has 25% more shares. So just wanted to mention that that is an identifier that you will see, you know, if you stake, you know, with a T-Rex, that it will show up as green because you have that T-Rex and it's giving you that additional boost and benefit. So we see staked, you know, Rex, so we can see that continuing to rise. And if you go to your stats page, we can see the circulating Rex and the total shares. You know, comparison here, just good data, you know, in regards to this project. And we can see auctions, so it takes us, you know, to the auction information. The other thing I wanted to mention, you know, is that the BUS Treasury, if you are never hit with a BPD, you would be eligible for the Treasury, you know, as long as you didn't do anything, you know, claiming any liquid Rex. So it says here I'm not eligible because I've already been hit with one at BPD, you know, but some people wondering, thinking that, you know, well, it's not fair that somebody got hit with, you know, a BPD, or they got hit with a BPD several times, and other people didn't get hit with a BPD at all. Well, you know, there is the Treasury, and so you can go the whole 222 days and not get hit with a BPD and then still be eligible for the BUSD Treasury. So the Treasury is growing every day. So right now there's 28,082 in there, and we've got 1,149 eligible addresses. So this will grow likely, and this will grow as well. So just be aware of that. So everybody, as far as I'm concerned, wins, you know, when it comes to the BPD, because if you don't get hit with the BPD, you still get the Treasury, or you still get a share of the Treasury, is my understanding. So then we see, you know, history here. They had 2 BPDs, I think, to, you know, for the last date for day 3. And then I think we had 5, you know, in the first BPD. So you can have multiple BPDs, but understand if after the first BPD there's still, you know, money left in the pool, they can go ahead and manually trigger another BPD, but that's only for 222 wallet addresses. So, and it gets reshuffled. So just because you were in the first, you know, round of the BPD, if they have to go ahead and do another one, you may get shuffled out of the second one, or you may stay in. You just never know. It's all random. So wanted to mention that to you. And so yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and give you that information, continue to go ahead and touch on Rex, each day or as often as I can, to keep you connected to the project and keep you informed as to what's going on, so that, maybe you're sitting on the sideline and you haven't decided to go ahead and jump in, start with that white paper, get as informed as you can as possible so you're comfortable with it. Everybody's still got questions, even me, for who's gone through the white paper, a few times. I've still got questions, so if I've still got questions and I've been answering questions and engaging with the project and the community, I know that you are going to as well, as a new person to the project, if you're not in the project yet. So get informed. That's the first place you start. It's not about listening to me, but it's about making sure that you are informed about what you're getting into so that you know confidently by your own signals that you developed that this is something that you'd rather get into than stay away from. So again, develop those signals on your own, get informed, and then decide on whether you want to participate in the project. But if you do, definitely get that 10%, my link or somebody else's link, but definitely don't lose out on that 10% of free Rex. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. Hope you guys all had a great 4th of July. And with that said, thank you for continuing to engage my channel and the content here. If you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. Subscribing, liking, and commenting, all those things help a small channel like this one grow so that we can go ahead and get this content out to a larger community on YouTube. Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the day.